Megan Fox is convinced that she is aging backwards,
Like, I've always had this belief that I'm gonna age in reverse.
preaching on manifestation, obsessed with magic or witchcraft, and even blood sacrifice.
I guess drank each other's blood. Like, people are imagining us with like goblets and we're like Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood.
Megan Fox hasn't landed on this path by accident. The old Megan Fox most of us remembers is this girl right here. But what's behind the scenes is a really sad story. From very young age actress roles we're objectifying. For example, Transformers movie is more relatable to scenes with Megan than actual leading actor at the time, or even the robots. At the age of 15, she was placed on Bad Boys to movie as a dancer in scene that should be played by an adult. Director Michael Bay was criticized for this.
Michael Bay, who from all accounts appears to be insane.
Yeah, well, he's infamous for being a sort of tyrant, I guess. I had just turned 15, and I was an extra in Bad Boys 2. They were shooting this club scene. I was wearing a Stars and Stripes bikini and a red cowboy hat and like 6-inch heels. And he approved it, and they said, you know, Michael, she's 15, so you can't sit her at the bar and she can't have a drink in her hand. So his solution to that problem was to then have me dancing underneath the waterfall getting soaking wet. 15, I was in 10th grade. So
Wow.
Michael Bay is the same director that made Transformers and Bad Boys. He has auditioned teenage Megan by watching her wash his cars. After 2 parts of Transformers, Megan couldn't take certain pressure from him and given up on the role. The movie team then made open letter suggesting her to take on role in adults-only movies instead. Everyone was working to portray Megan as dumb bimbo. Fox has described working there as ruthlessly misogynistic industry and harrowing experience. Megan has mentioned that there were few specific names she could throw out there, but she won't. Maybe one day we discover who. The only reason she kept it to herself is due to need and hope for more work. Megan could not be fired from the Transformers franchise because she had a grip on Michael Bay and their alleged inappropriate meetings. Michael feared to be sued, so when Megan supposedly made nasty comments about him online, she has paved herself a way out of the movie. Megan Fox was the victim of an industry that took advantage of and pushed an image and a narrative about Megan, and when she tried to stand up for herself, they cut her off the industry. The media was cooperating and the general public just stood by and watched her name being dragged. But we haven't even mentioned that during all that time Fox was married to Brian Austin Green. They have met when she was 18, and their age gap of 13 years was always pointed as a problem. They have 3 children. Allegedly, Brian was very controlling, and they experienced few splits along the way. And when they finally did, Megan got close with Michelle Gunn Kelly. And that's when this new Megan has come to light. Perhaps relationship with someone younger and baggage of experiences that Megan already had lead to her controlling role that could be manifestation of those unresolved trust issues and fear of being objectified again. In 2022, Megan confirmed with Glamour that she is performing rituals with her boyfriend, including drinking each other's blood.
I guess drank each other's blood. It's just a few drops. But yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only.
She's also into rituals referring to tarot and astrology. She has spoken about rituals during new and full moon. She believes into manifestation and that she has manifested herself Michelle Gunn Kelly into what she wants him to be. Doesn't that sound a bit controlling?
My thoughts and intentions grew him into the person that he is. Who knows what he would have looked like or been like if it wasn't for me.
And this book is a confirmation. Megan's Fox Pretty Boys are poisonous publications. She described it as such. These poems were written in an attempt to excise the illness that had taken root in me. Because of my silence, I've spent my life keeping secrets of men. My body aches from seeing the weight of their sins. My freedom lives in these pages, and I hope that my words can inspire others to take back their happiness and their identity by using their voice to illuminate what's been buried, but not forgotten in the darkness. and then this promo video just summarized it all. I am learning that it is better to be a monster than to be haunted by one. As you have seen, Megan believes she has manifested everything for herself. She truly believes that she has manifested her aging backwards. She's only 37, but there was a time when she would look more natural than now. Having cosmetic procedures can't be compared to actual aging. But Megan claims she has indeed listened to this.
Whenever I do blood work and they take my blood plasma, the whole room will fill up with nurses and they're like, your blood plasma is unbelievable. We've never seen blood plasma like this. Like, this is like the blood plasma of a 6-year-old child. This is crazy. Why does your blood plasma look like this? And it's because I actually have always truly believed that my cells are going to anti-age. And I genuinely believe it. And maybe it started as an affirmation of like, this is what I want, but I said it enough that it became real to me and it's happening.
To my understanding, plasma of an adult looks the same like the one of a child, and the only differences can be seen in lab examinations. Is Megan anti-aging using her rituals, witchcraft, and manifestation techniques? Time will show because the clock keeps ticking.